Hello and welcome to Motorcycle Live in Birmingham. We're here at the NEC. It is Tuesday. My name's Tom Brooks. We're here for Motorsport Media and Motorsport Radio. And alongside me is my colleague and brand new recruit to Motorsport Media and Motorsport Radio, Rebecca James. Good morning, Rebecca.
Good morning, Tom. Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much for coming along. So it's been a really exciting show up until this point. Loads of great announcements. I think the first announcement we should probably talk about is with regards to JG Speedfit Kawasaki, who have come on board with Bournemouth, of course, and have signed Leon Haslam and, of course, Luke Mossey for 2017. Sounds really good.
That is going to be a fantastic team for 2017. I mean, we saw how close Leon Haslam came last year, pushing Shaky Bone all the way, and it was just unfortunately the brake lever and then the handlebars that caused the issue in the last round at Brands that really sort of scuppered his chance. He was up against it as it was, but unfortunately that was what put a stop to his title challenge. It was his first season back after coming over from World Superbikes, and he had a fantastic first season. If you continue that momentum into 2017 with his new team, with JG Speedfit, then I can't see why he can't be pushing Shaky again on the Ducati. And Shaky's going for his 6th, and hopefully Leon Haslam can get his first, so fingers crossed there.
It's going to be really exciting, and we've also seen some really exciting announcements actually, and quite surprising ones at Tyco BMW, of course, as well, with Christian Idden, but alongside him, World Superbike recruit Davide Giuliano. That's something we weren't expecting. Definitely
wasn't expecting. I mean, we heard rumours that he was going to come over from World Superbikes. He had a difficult season in 2016, as we all know. Great news that Christian Idden's back with them. I think he had a good season last season. It was a good starting block for him, and now he's going to have such a talented rider in Davide Giuliano back with him into next year. It's going to really push both Christian into getting, doing a little bit better and staying a little bit fitter than what he did this season. But for Giuliano and for the British Superbike crowd and fans themselves, what a name to have in the paddock, and they're going to be here every other week in their home country. It's going to be fantastic, and I think it's going to be a real crowd puller for the British Superbike fans. I'm excited to see how Davide does. I think it'll be a good move for him. As I say, he struggled again a little bit in the close of last season, so moving across the British Superbikes, I'm not saying it's going to be easier for him, but I think it'll give him good healthy competition to keep his fitness levels up.
Yeah, it's going to be really exciting to see, and of course new circuits for Davide to learn as well. I mean, he's been around the likes of Brands Hatch and Silverstone before now, but he hasn't been around Alton Park, Cadwell Park and so on, and I mean they're very different to the wide open circuits we're used to in World Supers as well. It's going to be an interesting challenge, do you think?
I think it will be. I think it'll take him a while to settle in. I mean, he knows the format. We have the 2 races in World Superbike, so race 1 in every new circuit that he goes to might be a little bit shaky because obviously he'll have had the practice and the qualifying, but there's nothing like a race. So I think race 1 he might be a bit shaky, but he's a quick learner, and when it comes to race 2 on that BMW, if it goes as well as he did sort of last season, and we saw how well, we didn't expect the BMWs to be as competitive as they were, then Davide will settle right in if he moves to England as well, which will be interesting.
It certainly will be, and of course in terms of British Superstock next year, or National Superstock we should call it, of course we've had Morello Racing, and a British Superbike rider for this year has gone back to stock next year, Danny Buchan. He's going to be riding on the Morello Racing Kawasaki alongside Fraser Rogers, and now Fraser of course being top Kawasaki this year and consistently very quick over the course of the year. It's a good pairing, that really is.
It is a good pairing. I think it's a good move for Danny Buchan to go back down. Hasn't gone his way in recent times in British Superbikes, and I think the move back down probably maybe give him a little bit more confidence. And alongside Fraser Rogers, is a fantastic rider and has got a really good solid future ahead of him. It's going to be a strong team that hopefully if they can bed in early on and work together to build the bike and sort of gel as a team, they might be an unstoppable force.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how that goes. And of course behind us we've got the Black Horse stage as well. We've got James Whittam up here, Carl Fogarty is here for this Tuesday today as well. Loads of things going on. It's a real hive of activity here, isn't it?
I mean, they always put on a fantastic show for Motorcycle Live. There's so many different activities. They have tyre changes. They had the Strongman last year. Hopefully they're doing that this year, because Scott Redding did it last year and it was literally the best thing I've seen. And they hang 2 tyres off the shoulders, and I was shaking watching them do it, because I can only imagine how heavy one of those tyres is to stand there with 2 there. But you have a question and answer session, like sort of a question of sports style quiz between all the riders that are here on a day, interviews that it just gives you such an insight, and it's a real enjoyable experience for all the fans that come here every day. There's something going on every day for the fans in Motorcycle Live, and it really is a good show, and want to finish the season off well.
Absolutely, yeah, we're really looking forward to seeing how that goes. It's not the only thing, of course, here at the Black Horse stage. There's loads of other things going on throughout the course of the show, so let's go ahead and have a look and see what we can find out and see.